What is even the problem of northern governors sef? Why are they kicking against this tax reform bill? I think it is high time our northern brother realize that the northern politicians and the northern governors is their biggest problem. Everything is not Tinubu. Your leaders in the north are also your problem. Take it or leave it. Like, why are they kicking against this new tax sharing formula? Don't get me wrong. I'm not referring to northern people or northern youth, but you see this, their politicians and governors, they are the real demon. They kick against regional government. They said they want fiscal federalism with autonomous given to the state. Now, they are still kicking against tax reform bill. What do they want? What is the real problem?
Hello and what's up, guys? Today we dive into a hot button issue eating up the corridors of power. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's tax reform bills. These bills promise to shake up Nigeria's tax system, yet they have sparked outrage, particularly from the north. Why? Well, it is more than just taxes. It is about fairness, revenue, and even beer. Yes, you heard that right. Let's explore what is stirring the pot. So, what is all the fuss about? Tinubu's 4 tax reform bills aim to modernize Nigeria's outdated tax law. They include the Nigeria Tax Bill, Nigeria Revenue Service Establishment Bill, and 2 others, all intended to ease the tax burden on small businesses and low-income earners. But here is where it gets spicy. Northern leaders claim the reform favor the South, especially Lagos. Why? The North generate less internal revenue, yet receive a hefty share of federal allocations. Critics argue it's unfair that states profiting from industries like alcohol, which the North bans and call haram, are funding the national revenue. It's like enjoying the cake but refusing to bake it. Religious leaders have also jumped in, calling the bills a burden on the poor. They fear rising VAT rates could make essentials like food and education unaffordable. But guess what? Tinubu's reform exempt food, medicine, and school fees from VAT, fact often overlooked in the heat of debate. Senator Ali Ndume has emerged as the voice of opposition, accusing Tinubu of rushing the bills through without proper consultation. Yet others argue it is a tactic to stir political sentiment. Northern senators promise that public hearing will ensure fairness. Here is the kicker. Many critics haven't even read the bills. The reforms offer tax relief for low earners and small businesses, aiming to reduce Nigeria's oil dependency and diversify the economy. But will they not accept these changes? So what's next? This bill could transform Nigeria's tax ecosystem. This bill could transform Nigeria's tax ecosystem if implemented fairly. But the real question is, can Nigeria unite on a shared vision, or will regional politics deepen the divide? Stay tuned for reactions from the public and leaders as this saga unfolds.
Some people are not happy with this tax reform. I understand, I feel your pain. But for you, layman, do you know the meaning of this tax reform? It can't be like Papa, we get 7 children. One be organizer, one be tailor, one be conductor, one be lawyer, one be doctor, one be businessman like Dangote. The Papa can't tell them, say every month to make all of you, they bring in a tax, make it bring out. The Papa go come share am for them equally. Now that kind of tax we they do now with our tax. Every morning we come to Abuja, everybody will wear Baba Giga, Agbada, and collect allocation. Go to their state, want to charge. But now, this new tax reform is saying, whatever you generate for your state, you go keep 55%. And 45% will come to federal. Federal can share that one. Instead of sharing equally with everybody every month. Is that not a good reform? Do London spend Birmingham money, or Manchester spend Liverpool money, or New York they spend Philadelphia money? No. Let everybody carry their cross. Whatever tax you generate in your state, use it to develop your state. Instead of This one na to separate the men from the boys. Okay.
What is even the problem of northern governors sef? Why are they kicking against this tax reform bill? I think it is high time our northern brother realize that the northern politicians and the northern governors is their biggest problem. Everything is not Tinubu. Your leaders in the north are also your problem. Take it or leave it. Like, why are they kicking against this new tax sharing formula? Don't get me wrong. I'm not referring to northern people or northern youth, but you see this, their politicians and governors, they are the real demon. They kick against regional government. They said they want fiscal federalism with autonomous given to the states. Now, they are still kicking against tax reform bill. What do they want? What is the real problem? What is the color of your problem? Let us know. Yes, I mean the northern politicians, northern governors should wake up. Wake up. We are no longer in the early 2000s where we rob Peter for Paul. No. We are no longer in the era of waiting for free money again. No. Every governor needs to work. If you must spend money, then you must work for it. There is no free money again. No region is born to rule again. No. No. And no region is born to slave or suffer. No. No. Maybe that is in the past. We are all equal. We are all equal. As a matter of fact, every state needs to bring something to the table. You can't bring barely nothing to the table and be taking something tangible from the table. No. You cannot be robbing Paul to pay Matthew. No. It does not work that way. It does not. States like Port Harcourt, Lagos, Akwa Ibom, Ogun State are working so hard to generate VAT. But upon remitting it to VIRS, the hard-earned tax that PHE remit is now being shared to that region that does not bring anything to the table. That is cheating. Pure cheating. Why should someone be working and some people will be taking the profit? Is that what you call one Nigeria? No. That is robbery, exploitation, and abnormalities. I mean, how can northerner whose religion does not allow beers to be sold in the northern region due to Sharia law still be sharing from the VAT collected from beers that the same northerners don't drink? Beer that is haram to them. Then the VAT money also must be haram. It should be haram. If we must get it right, then we must decentralize this power. Let it start from tax reform bill. It is very easy to share from the VAT and the dirty money they make from beer, but you don't want to partake in generating the money. I think the northern politicians need to wake up. We are no longer in a military regime again. This is 2024. They need to start working and be accountable directly to their people. Tinubu can't oversee the whole 36 states, and that is why we have governors. But now that the power is about to be decentralized, why is it that the northern politicians are still afraid to face their fears? They only wanted to embezzle free money they don't work for. That is why it is very easy to steal public funds. Why? Because they don't work for it. Because they don't labor for it. It is not their idea that brought the money to the table. So why wouldn't they lavish it? Imagine if they are the one who brings the idea to generate it, to generate the VAT. Would they be embezzling money anyhow? Look at the VAT they are collecting. Is it reflecting on their people? No. Is it reflecting their region? No. But they want this system so that they will keep blaming someone at the federal. They don't want to work. If we recall, this is what Wike was fighting Buhari against in 2021. In fact, they even charged FIRS to court in Rivers State. Even some other states joined, state like, is it not, in Lagos State. Because we can't have some states working tirelessly while some states are not ready to do anything. At the end of the day, when the VAT is being shared, state that brings nothing to the table will still get the larger share, simply because they have big land mass and huge population. Crazy sharing formula. Why can't they take the advantage of population and the big land mass they have to bring something to the table? Zamfara Gold should be for Zamfara alone, but PH VAT, Lagos State VAT, and the Niger Delta VAT, even their oil, is for Nigeria. We have to get it right. Step by step, we must follow it. We must unbundle everything. Yes, we want physical federalism. We are putting a stop to this constitutional error and systemic error. Our country must work. Tinubu is not good. Tinubu is bad. Then let us decentralize the power so that Tinubu will not be our problem again. But no, because what you people want is a rogue system that allow you people to keep deceiving the people, deceiving the northerners. Yes, a system where you will be able to put the blame on one man at the center. Meanwhile, they are not ready to bring nothing tangible to the table. I mean the governor. I support the evolution of power from the federal to the states, and I support tax reform bill, which is one of the steps to it. See, it is so obvious now that the northern elites are not concerned about their people development and growth. They are more concerned about playing politics and retaining power than building their region to higher level. Yes, Nigeria must get it right, and that is why I am supporting this tax reform bill. Enough of robbing Peter to feed Paul.
Northern politicians, for how long shall we continue like this? We ask you to develop your people. You refuse to develop your people. Develop your region. You refuse to develop your region. Develop your agriculture. Instead, you brought bandits and Boko Haram. Now, we have a president that is thinking outside the box to fix this country. You're all trying to pull him back. A whole lot of you that are going against this tax bill do not even understand what this tax bill is all about. And the sad part of it is that the northern politicians that are going against this bill are not going against this bill because of their people. They are going against the bill because federal allocation will not flow as supposed anymore. But for how long shall we continue like this as a country? Every other nation in the world are developing at the speed of light. But we're not doing anything to grow. And the little ones we're trying to do, you northern politicians are always pulling this country back. It's the fucking truth. And the few northerners that are on the internet that understand this thing can't do anything, can't even educate their own brothers. What for? Because the politicians already bought all of them. They are all tweeting the same thing on X, sharing the same content everywhere. But for how long shall we continue like this? This is a shame. In 2024, look at what we're dragging. You're going against tax bill. What for? Because of your own selfish interest.
And guys, they have numerous states, large population, yet contribute very little to the federal government in terms of internal generated revenue. Despite this, they receive substantial allocation from the federal government every month, essentially benefiting from the hard work and resources of other states. It's like sharing in the sweat of others without making significant contribution of their own. Meanwhile, on a daily basis, the Hisbah police in the north continue to destroy alcoholic beverages worth millions of naira, labeling them haram or sinful. In contrast, other states permit the production and sale of alcohol, generating substantial revenue from it. These revenues are then remitted to the federal government, which in turn distributes the fund to all 36 states, including those in the north. One must wonder, if beer money is haram, why would the north willing to accept its share of these federal allocations? Moreover, resources from the west and southern Nigeria significantly boost federal revenue, while resources in the north are often controlled by bandits or left untapped. The constant flow of federal allocations has made the north complacent, allowing many to marry multiple wives and raise large numbers of almajiri children without contributing to the nation's economic growth. However, with the new tax reform allocating 55% of revenue to states and 45% to the federal government, the days of robbing Peter to pay Paul are over. It is high time the North utilize its vast land and population to think innovatively and generate sufficient internal revenue. This shift will encourage the self-reliance and end the dependency culture that has persisted for far too long in Nigeria. If you haven't already, like this video, subscribe and turn on the bell notification icon. Is it true that this reform offers tax relief for low earners and small businesses, aiming to reduce Nigeria's oil dependency and diversify the economy? But will they not accept these changes? Drop your thought in the comment section.
Finally, the new tax reform bill is here to stay. Tinubu has shocktalized northern governors. I said shocktalized, in order for dictionary. The bill don't pass first reading. In they go second reading now. And after the second reading, maybe third reading, it becomes a law. Northern governors have kicked against this bill. Remember, 2 days ago, the governor of Borno State said the president should remember that they gave him 60% of his votes. That is the problem I'm having with these people. Why would they always come with this, we gave you this number, we gave you this number? But have you forgotten that whoever that is the president of Nigeria is God in Nigeria? That is the reality. It doesn't matter who voted for him. Giving him the vote doesn't mean he cannot do something. Whether the tax reform bill is good or not, you giving him the vote doesn't mean he should consider you. This is the problem we are having in Nigeria. See, as it stands now, Ndume and all of them cannot stop this bill. That is the reality, because anything coming from Tinubu, Abio, his political hallelujah boy, will strike it in. Whether you say nay or yes, or na yes, so long it is coming from Mr. President. So, I don't know why Nigerians, especially the North, always forget that whoever they give their vote is God in Nigeria. God has created everything, and the biggest power on earth is political power. Whoever that is in charge as executive, my brother, he can manipulate everything. Forget it too. Let me also explain that the new tax reform bill means that whatever you generate in your state, you will keep 55% and FG will take 45% to the center and share. I think all these our lazy governors have to sit up now and generate revenue for the betterment of their state.